Hi, and welcome to our Retired Nomad Adventures.
I'm Retired Rick.
And I'm Daphne, and we are a retired couple who are traveling the world 1 month at a time with just a suitcase and a backpack for a budget of $5,000 a month. And this month we are in the beautiful Phuket, Kamala Beach area of Phuket, and today's video is a first impressions video. So it's our chance to share with you. We've been here for just under 2 weeks now, and we'll tell you what we think about it so far, what some of our initial costs are, and we'll also take you on a tour of our Airbnb. We always like to start with how we got somewhere, so our travel experience getting here.
We flew in from Chiang Mai and we came right into Phuket Airport. It was no problem getting our luggage. There's a bunch of people, a bunch of workers at the airport that kind of guide you on your way, and no big deal at all. Once we were leaving the airport, what's also nice is there's an ATM, the yellow ATMs that in another video I had said
that in Chiang Mai, Rick kind of detailed
ATMs we need to use. So we were able to get cash out from the ATM, and then we went right out to the Grab. It did for a couple of minutes.
Right where the ATM was, when you walked out, you just turn to the right and there's an actual station that says Grab Station, which is really nice because in airports sometimes it's hard to figure out where you go if you want a taxi, if you want to, like, just the designated area. So there was a very clearly designated area.
Yes, and once we went outside and ordered the Grab, it came within a couple of minutes, and it took us about an hour to get here. It's not an hour away. It's only like 12 miles, 15 miles, but it's crazy traffic. But we got here, and it was nice once we got here.
Well, and it's one stretch that's really heavily trafficked. It's in the downtown area, so and also there's seems like there's just one way in and one way out, and so there's not really a way to avoid it. So I would say for us, we're also mindful of that when we're ready to leave, so we're definitely giving ourselves extra time to get to the airport. Once you're actually in town, it's just typical normal traffic, no big deal, but getting in and out of town, if you want to go anywhere, pack yourself some extra time.
And the Grab, did I mention the Grab was $24 for the ride to get here. So.
Yeah. Okay. And so we chose Kamala Beach. We chose this specific location on the beach. We chose the Kamala Beachfront Apartments as our place to stay. And really, I think I got mesmerized online by the way that the pool looked. And there's just a very thin walkway between the apartment building and the beach area. And so it feels like, or it looked like, it does feel like it too now that we're here and we know that, but it looked like it would feel like you were right in the sand when you were actually on beautiful concrete with Wi-Fi at the pool.
Right.
It just looked, I was just mesmerized by it. It was a risk because it's sort of an older, it's a motel, I would say, more than it is a hotel. And it only had 8.1 star ratings on booking.com. So I felt like we held our breath a little bit and said, let's give it a try, because the location looked like it couldn't be beat. It's smack in the middle of the beach. And then also the way that the pool and the chairs were set up to the beach, I felt like, ooh, I just want to go there. So before we talk too much about it, let's take you on a tour now of our hotel on Kamala Beach. We just arrived at our hotel at Kamala Beach Resort Apartment, so we want to take you and show you around before we really unpack. So we're on the second floor here, and you can see we have a small kitchen area. It does have a 2-burner stove. It also has an oven. We took a little nose around, and it just has the basic cleaning supplies. We also have basic pots and pans and 1 glass and 1 coffee cup each, but that's all we need. So we are good to go here in the kitchen. Oops. There's a nice refrigerator and then a separate area for dining, and probably for us it'll be for working. There is an air conditioner in here, and that's important because at the beach right now, we just got here, and as soon as we got out of the taxi or the Grab on the way here, we realized, ooh, this is a different climate than it was in Chiang Mai. Our bathroom is functional. It has a bathtub, a shower, and they provided us with some shampoo and some body wash. The lighting in here isn't great, but it's not that big of a deal for me because remember I have that light up makeup mirror that I always use, so that'll definitely come in handy here. I like that there's a door that will separate these 2 rooms. Sometimes Rick gets up before I do, so it's nice to have that separate room. We have a big closet with a safe. There is housekeeping each day, so that's nice. There's only one robe right now, but we're gonna just make sure they know that. Rick doesn't need a robe, but I sure am excited about having a robe. There's a desk area, which is really nice. A small TV, but that's perfect for us. We sat on the bed to see what the bed felt like, and the bed feels nice and comfy. It doesn't feel quite as hard as we've been having. There's a little seating area over, there's a little seating area over here, and then a small balcony that overlooks the basic street area. I don't know if I can get this open. Yeah, so it overlooks the street. Now, the reason we chose this hotel itself was because of its location. So there's a beautiful pool that sits right on the beach, and there's not even a street to cross to go over to the beach. So we can sit out at the pool, lounge out there, have a drink, and then step right into the sand. So we're gonna get changed, and we'll take you outside and show you the rest of this hotel property. So this is our hotel lobby, and in the hotel lobby we have a front desk, which is fantastic, so that we can get any help with anything we need. If we need directions somewhere, suggestions, they help us. You can also buy a case of water from them, so you don't have to lug it from the store, but they do give you 2 bottles every day. Also, this is where we bring our laundry. So this is our basic lobby area. Now let's take you to the thing that sold us on this hotel in the first place, the pool area. So we hope that tour was helpful, give you an idea of what it is that we have going on here. And so we're here for a total of 22 nights.
And for 22 nights, we paid $2,100.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad.
About $100 a night. A little more expensive than some places we've stayed, but we're right on the beach, smack in the middle of the beach, and it's high season here. The weather is beautiful. We're here at the end of January, beginning of February, so we're here in prime time.
And what we noticed is when we're sitting on the lounge chairs, kind of people watching, there's several couples who stop and kind of look at the kind of the arrangement we have, where we have the pool, the lounge chairs, and access to the beach right there. And there's a lot of people who are taking a photo of the name of the hotel.
Yeah,
so
I think
it's
because
kind
of
of
the
nice
setup.
because I think of the where it's located and the setup. So
yeah, there are fancier hotels along the beach for sure, but they're set back a little bit. This is a great
right on the
location.
beach. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So also, it's so nice to be in a hotel. We haven't been in a hotel traveling. We've only been in Airbnbs. So being in a hotel, it's so great to have your room cleaned every day, fresh towels, bathrobes. I love having a bathrobe.
And the other thing is, when we got here, the refrigerator had 2 waters in there, so I was telling Daphne that we need to go to the supermarket to be able to get some more waters. But the front desk had told us that every day they replenish with 2 waters. Even if there's 2 waters in there, they'll still give you 2 more waters. So there's no need to go out and buy water.
Yeah. Yep. I think you have like 8 waters in there right
now?
now?
I think so.
I'm just drinking Diet Coke, but you have your waters. They also give us coffee every day, you know, instant coffee, but instant coffee and creamer every day. That's really nice. One of the reasons we like to book an Airbnb is because we get our own laundry facility in our Airbnb. So it's sort of one of the filters I always filter for. And in a hotel, you don't have a washer and dryer or a washer in your hotel room. But what is really nice is down at the lobby, we can take our laundry to them and they send it out to have it done. And we had how many pounds?
We had 2 kilos. And what was nice about it, that wasn't all our laundry that we needed done, but we just selected some items just to see how it would work. And it was 2 kilos, and it came back the next day. And what was the cost?
$6.
It was $6.
Yeah, so 2 kilos.
And they smelled nice.
They smell great. Well, that's the other thing too. So doing our own laundry, I'm always trying to find laundry detergent that smells good, and I never seem to be able to do it outside of our own country. And so it was so nice to open up the bag and to smell how great it
nice
smelled.
And folded. It was great.
Perfect. Yes, and they were actually really busy that day and didn't necessarily want to take our laundry because they thought it was going to take too long. But we dropped it off about 3 in the afternoon, and we had it back in the morning at 11.
And I even told them, I said, if it takes a couple days, 3 days, I'm fine with that. But it came back the next day, so
yeah,
it was
great.
nice.
That's our laundry situation. And so I'd say overall, the bed is comfortable.
Yep.
There's a bathtub. The balcony is not one that we really use. Well, it's not that it only has 1 chair on the balcony. There's a lot of street noise below us. Oh, I will say we booked a mountain view. I'm going to do air quotes. We booked a mountain view room, and the idea was that, and there is a mountain out there, but there's also a really busy road behind us, and the road impacts your ability to enjoy the balcony, and then the air conditioning unit is there also. So I would say even though there is a balcony, we're not using it. And if I had it to do over again, the one thing I would do, I don't know what the cost difference is between the beachfront and the mountain view. They only had mountain view available when I booked, but I would say if it's possible, I think it'd be worth it to not be near this busy street and to have the beautiful beachfront view. All right, so I would say that we are really happy here, and I'll put the actual name of this hotel in the description below. We booked through booking.com. I won't put the link, I'll just put the name so that if you're interested, you can go there and check it out for yourself. Yeah? Okay. So one of the things we also look for is location or proximity to the grocery store, and that's easy breezy. We have a 7-Eleven. How far would you say? 5 minutes?
Yeah, 5 or 10 minute walk. We walk along the beach and then cut through, and it's right there.
Yeah,
kind of on the main road there.
And
really easy to get to.
Yeah, and then the big grocery store.
What's nice about the ATM or about the 7-Eleven is there's an ATM right outside the 7-Eleven. That's the proper ATM for us to use.
Yeah. So that's really close, and we don't buy very many groceries, but sometimes we need something like sunscreen or I don't know, something else. And so the big grocery store is the Big C. So we'll take you and we'll show you the Big C right now. In Kamala Beach, just like most of Thailand, you're probably going to use the 7-Eleven most if you need to go grocery shopping. But for any larger shops you need to do, there is a very close Big C supermarket. There's also a Villa Market, but most people will either use the Big C or 7-Eleven. So let's take you inside the Big C real quick so you can take a look. So the groceries that we mostly buy are really all we buy is bread, eggs, beer. Oh, I forgot about beer.
Oh, yeah.
Bread, eggs, beer, and Diet Coke. So those are the things when we buy, that's all we really get. So bread is about...
bread's about $1.40, $1.50 for a loaf, and eggs are about the same price, about $1.50 for 10 though.
Okay.
Not for a dozen, but for 10.
Okay, and how about you buy a 3-pack of the Singas?
A 3-pack of Singa that's 180 baht, 186 baht, which is like close to $4, a little under $3.
Okay.
So it averages out to about $6 about 70 baht per bottle, so that's not bad.
And remember, you just take whatever, so that's 70, and then you just times it by 3, so $2.10 a bottle.
Yep.
And then my Diet Coke is about $2.50, and that's for a 2-liter bottle. And that's really what we purchase on repeat from the grocery store. And the reason we don't do much grocery shopping is because eating out here is so inexpensive. Yeah.
Yes.
So every day we start our day with a morning walk along the beach, and then when we come back at our hotel, maybe we didn't even mention this, there's a cute little tiki bar down by the pool, and the lady who runs it there is so sweet and kind, and so whenever we come up in the morning, she knows Rick's order, and so she'll say, you know, she knows he doesn't like a lot of sugar in his coffee, and so we get a coffee and we get a mango smoothie there, and the cost for our coffee and mango smoothie is about $5.
$4.50 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or Daphne will get a Coke Zero. So the iced coffee is 80 baht.
And then the mango smoothie is 70 baht.
Yeah.
So if that's what we get, so it's less than $5 for that to start the morning, then we'll sit there and drink it, relax out by the pool. And then when it's time for lunch, we typically go, there's a food area here that I would call it like an outdoor food court where they all have umbrellas covering their tables, and there are semi-permanent lined restaurants that sort of line the sides of it. And all of the restaurants are different, but it's hard to tell that when you walk in.
It appears like it's one big restaurant. But when you look closely, you see the greeters outside, and
they're trying to woo you into sort of their restaurant.
But their restaurant is whatever colored tablecloth they have.
So the way to know whose restaurant you're in is by the colors of the tablecloth. Right. So we have two ladies who definitely wooed us, and so we really enjoy going. So we kind of go to the same restaurant every time. And what we get for lunch is we typically would get, like, you get some kind of
shrimp dish or something.
Yeah, I'll get rice and vegetables, rice and shrimp, or we'll get some kind of noodle dish.
I'll have a beer.
Yeah, Rick will have a beer, and sometimes I'll have a glass of wine, and that lunch will never cost us more than $15.
Right. Right.
I will say, though, that I didn't have wine when we were in Chiang Mai because it just didn't seem worth it. Here I've been getting glasses of wine, and most places that you go to, the wine is going to be, your choice of wine is going to be red or white. And you can pretty much guarantee that most of it is going to come from a box. And so it is not highfalutin wine by any stretch of the imagination, and the glass of wine typically costs about $6 for that sort of choice of white or red. And on the rare occasion we've gone to a place where they actually have a menu where you can select your wine, and I could get, say, a glass of Sauvignon Blanc, even maybe from New Zealand, it will be anywhere from, I'd say, about $15. $15.
Right, and those glasses of wine taste a little bit better.
A lot better.
The white and red that you get at it's not very good.
No, but it is what it is.
Wine.
Yeah, it is what it is. Okay, and so then for dinner we typically go somewhere there's all along the beachfront. There's a boardwalk area, and the boardwalk area is full of all kinds of restaurants that have beautiful views of the sunset. I would say the offering for food at most of them is very similar. It's all Thai food, and it's all very similar. And so we get
really similar in price too.
So we get the same variation of what we get for lunch. We'll just get, say, if we had noodles at lunch, we'll have rice at dinner. So we just get something different, but the same variation. And our cost for that is maybe $1 or $2 more than our cost for lunch. So say $16 for dinner, for a glass of wine, a beer, and an entree each. And that's at a location where you get the beautiful sunset.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So what other costs? We always talk also about your haircut. So what about your hair?
I had a haircut here to 300 baht. So it ended up being $10, about $10 with the tip.
And she did a great job. And so we even said we had to go back to her before we leave here just because she did such a nice job. And then I did get a gel manicure and pedicure. And so it was only $30 all in with the tip for a gel manicure, gel pedicure. But I will say it's not a manicure pedicure like we're used to back in the States. Here at this specific place I went to, they really just focused on your nails. So they took the polish off, cleaned my cuticles, and didn't even soak anything, rub anything, scrub anything, none of that. It was really just changing and adding the polish. So far, it's worked out really good though. So $30 for a manicure pedicure. All right, so those are some costs that we've experienced so far since we've been here. And so the next thing we like to talk about is what is there to do here?
There's typical beach stuff to do. There's.
I was smiling at you because we wouldn't know. We are doing nothing. Like, we have really embraced this beach lifestyle.
It's been several months before we were at a beach location. So being here is really calming and relaxing for us. So we're really not doing any
big deal kinds of things.
Big deal stuff. It's just typical everyday relaxing beach life, but there's several things that you can do while you're here.
Well, and I don't think we realized how much we missed being at the beach. And so there's all kinds of local beaches. You could go explore other beaches around here. You could get on a beach bus and take about, I don't know, 20, 40 minutes to get to the several beaches along the coast. We're just not interested.
The problem with that is we've discussed it, but we know that we're always going to compare whatever beach we've gone or are going to or want to see. We're comparing it to the beach that we have here because it is so nice and wonderful. The water is great. I'm not a beach person to go into the water. I really don't like the cold and all that stuff. She does. But here it's so nice just to go out there and just soak in the water. So it's really
clear,
calming.
it's clean, it's calm water. It's warm. It's not bath warm where it's not refreshing. It's nice. It's perfect. And you even talked about it felt like it had some kind of conditioner in it. Yeah.
Like a saltwater conditioner. Obviously it's saltwater, but it's it feels like a conditioner type water it's really nice.
But along our beach there's all kinds of activities that you could do. You could rent a longtail beach, or not rent, but get on a longtail boat and they'll take you to a private beach. $45 for 2 people to do that. We considered that also and then decided, no, it's okay. We're just going to stay here. You can do jet skiing, and the jet skiing is for 2 people for an hour, $120. So you can rent the jet skis right from here. You could go horseback riding on the beach. You could go parasailing. You could go paddleboarding. Pretty much anything you want to do on the beach here, you can do right from the beach here. There are also kiosks set up all along the boardwalk, where you could do day tours, excursions, tours to all kinds of local places. So I feel like you could do as much or as little as you want to, and we have just embraced the little.
And as always, you can get massages. There's always massage parlors up. There's massage parlors on the beach, and
a lot of massage parlors on the beach, and the prices are posted for you to see. And so the typical 1 hour massage on the beach is 300 baht, which is about $9 before the tip. So great price to be able to get any kind of massage you want along the beach. Now we found a place though, it's called Chiang Massage, and we've been going there over and over again. And so we went in, and it smells like a spa. It has that beautiful scent. It's air conditioned. It's beautiful. The ladies in there are so nice, and they even give us cookies and tea at the end, which we really fall for.
I think that's what we look forward the most, is getting the cookies and tea at the end. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're so nice. And so the massages there, the hot oil massage, the oil massage for an hour is about $9 each. Yep. And then you've changed some things up, and you did
just a Thai oil mixture.
Well, it was so that was 400 baht. So they have a menu of different things you can choose from, and so we've gone there over and over again. Yep. So okay. What else? I think that's it for the things that you can do anything you want. We have chose to do it.
If you do it, let us know.
Yeah. The other thing is that whenever we told anybody we were coming to Phuket, there was sort of a resistance to it, and the idea that maybe we wouldn't like it here. And so we came a little nervous because there wasn't anybody who really had much nice to say about coming to Phuket. They said it's sort of over touristy, it's crowded, it's not what it used to be. And I suppose if you had been here 5 or 10 years ago.
So if you've been here a while ago, you'd be disappointed in it because it probably wasn't what it used to be. But for us,
it's new to us, and so I think the beach you choose really matters. Yes. And so this beach is a very family-friendly beach. It's mostly like older couples like us. Or families who are together. There are some younger couples, enjoying a lovely holiday, but I think the beach you choose really matters. And so if you want a relaxing, nice vacation, I would say that this is it. And it is a tourist destination though, so it's a beach. And most of the people that you're going to encounter here are people who've come from other places to enjoy the beach. So it definitely is full of tourists. Yes. So I would say that. It also is crowded. It's the high season, so it's a typical beach town. So there's lots of people out and about. The only time I really felt like it was crowded, though, is sometimes when we're walking on the sidewalk.
Yeah, and even then, I mean, it's just because the sidewalks are a little
small,
narrow,
and there's also mopeds and those kinds of things.
And people stop to look or stop to order stuff or buy stuff. So it's no big deal. You just navigate.
Yeah, it really isn't a big deal. And then on the beach itself, like beach walks, it's not crowded. You can always get your beach chairs. You can do 2 beach chairs and an umbrella for $6, and those are always readily available. You never have a problem getting into restaurants. One time we even went to, there's a place called Smile Bar, and they have these beautiful beanbag chairs on the beach where you get to watch the sunset. We went right at sunset time, and we got a front row seat. Yeah, and so I feel like even though there are plenty of people here, I don't feel overwhelmed by the number of people.
Never overwhelmed.
No. Okay, so how about let's so we don't have a lot to report to you because we've just really enjoyed this. This is a perfect beach vacation destination.
Yes.
What are your overall first impressions?
First impressions are fantastic. The beach is wonderful. The wave, there's not big waves. It's just a nice sounding waves coming in, and it's a nice walk.
Actually, I think that's something too. So Rick doesn't necessarily love to go into the cold beach water, and he also enjoys a lake that's sort of calmer and quieter. And sometimes he says the beach is too loud. But not here.
Not here.
Not here at all.
It's nice. It's the atmosphere is great. Our lounge chairs are great. If we want to just lay out, and then we either go into the ocean or we go into the pool. So
we kind of go back and forth. You want to go to the pool, you want to go to the ocean, and so we sort of do a little.
So and I love the food. It's very flavorful, and I love the restaurants that we go to, especially the one for lunch we always go to, because it seems like we have a connection with the people that work there, so it's nice.
So for me, same thing. I love, we don't have a lot of laundry to do because we had to put clothes on for you for this video today. Rick's still wearing his swim trunks, so we mostly just hang out in our bathing suits. It's just a really relaxed, we came from Chiang Mai and we're going to Bangkok, and so this feels like a really nice respite in the middle. So love it, and super, super happy here. Okay, so we want to say a big thank you to Chris and Leonard. So Chris and Leonard bought us a coffee, and so we want to say thank you. And they actually asked us to get some delicious fruit, and so we are absolutely we're absolutely going to do that. And then we hope that this is helpful if you were considering coming to Phuket or Kamala Beach. We don't really have a lot to say about the other beaches because we didn't necessarily go to them, but Kamala Beach, we could give 2 big thumbs up to. We definitely approve of that. We hope that you join us next week. Next week we have a special edition of Spend the Day with Us. It's Rick's birthday, and so it is a birthday edition of Spend the Day with Us, and so it'll be, it has some bonus footage to it because it's actually about a day and a half.
Yeah, it's about a day and a half.
We spend one day really based on food, and then the second day we take you through, we take you on an excursion with us to a few different islands, including the James Bond Island. So you'll come with us for that, and until then, bye.